Welcome to Drum and Drummer, a podcast focused on drums, drumming and drummers. I'm George Pickering and that's Ben Winty, and we are both professional drummers in this business we call music. So stick around and join us as we pass the time whilst trying to stay in time.
That was great. I'll be honest with you, you're my friend. I was drifting off in that story.
Of course,
you
yeah.
know?
Well, would you bloody look at that? It's episode 200.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
Well, no, right.
No.
Well, what do you mean? Of course you did. I tried to do something special for this, and people even asked if we're going to do something special. You were like, no, I'm doing my studio. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, and
That's why we
I
don't
think
have
since
to stay
episode
broad.
5, I've had grand plans. You know what I mean? 200.
Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
Primus Drums to make us a custom snare drum. Like, we'll do a
Big
live
time.
show. We'll just, confetti and bunting. Yeah. Get your
Yeah.
licenses from the relevant council.
Mm.
Nah, just Zoom. Just do a chat on Zoom.
Just do a chat on
you
Zoom.
know.
I was chatting with...
These are getting in the way of my life at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. I was chatting with James Gillingham the other day. Here's a good little story. So he helped me move my bed, my mattress to my new flat, amongst
Yes.
other things. And he was like, I mentioned we're nearly at 200. He's like, you going to do anything? I was like, no, we are not. We're going to keep going. But here's a shout out to James. Thank you very much for helping me with my stuff. I kind of just said, you're right to help me with my mattress. And then I kind of just added more stuff. I was like, I might just take a few bags of stuff,
Yeah.
Then we get to my new flat, and I was like, oh, it is on the 3rd floor. You're right to give me a hand with that, And then I gave him some
I did
money,
that with my
but,
carpenters. It's like, yeah, just put the flooring in. And while you're here,
Yeah.
you just put all this up as well. Because
Yeah.
you're menly men, and I'm a soft artist.
Well, it was funny. I was talking to him, and he was like, I think I've become stronger since doing the studio. I'm like, you probably have. He's like, I've lifted so much plasterboard, I was like, yeah, you probably are stronger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good.
It's good.
Lots to think about there.
I've got a couple of things.
Go
I'm
on.
going to start with, obviously, episode 200.
Shoot. Yeah.
And I think this is fairly appropriate. So does the number 200 have any sort of significance in the world? Obviously, we all know it's after 199. It's before 201. I was just
Here we
having a
go.
little Google,
Go.
for sure. And I think this is quite apt for me and you and the podcast itself. And I quote here, generally, the symbolic meaning of the number 200 is insufficiency. So...
What does that mean?
Well, the context really for that comes from one of, I know, your favourite books, the Bible.
Yeah, big time.
You're always bloody reading it. It's George, put the
Love all
Bible
that.
down. We got to do a set.
Yeah.
People want Chelsea Dagger.
Yeah.
From John 6:7, in the account of the feeding of the 5,000, that story, and it is a story. Philip answered Jesus, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may have a little. So what he's done is basically gone, underestimated the buffet.
Yeah.
Loads of people have turned up. Buffet short.
Yeah.
Jesus, can you do anything? Insufficient.
Jesus. Yeah. And it's great that he's turned water to wine, but what if you don't drink? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish he turned it
you're
into
like-
Capri Sun.
Yeah.
I'm on the Capri
parched
Suns,
now.
mate. Do you remember
thanks a lot,
Mbongo?
Jesus.
Do you remember Mbongo? Are you too young for
The
Mbongo?
the word rings a bell.
Yeah,
Rings
so
a bell.
it was a fruit drink. I think it was kind of considered racist now.
Right.
Bongo and Bongo, they drink it in the Congo. That's me quoting them. That's not an opinion of mine.
No.
Well, I've been on
You
the old
didn't make
Capri
that
Suns, because
Yeah.
I'm 40, and it's the choice drink of mature adults.
Yeah.
One of them is called Jungle Juice, a particular flavour.
Right.
It's very good. It's
Yeah.
very good. So,
What does jungle juice taste like? Can you describe it?
well,
Can you describe one fruit that it
tastes
tastes
like British colonialism.
Ah, yeah.
British
Good.
colonialism, I think. I missed that.
Colonial Elliotism. Yeah.
Neil Elliotisms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. It's a good bit of. I got another bit of history for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is true history, not the fake Bible stuff.
No.
So I was back in the old hospital the other day.
Again?
Yeah, just consultations, mate. Me and my spinal surgeon, like that, and I'll probably get him on the pod. No, he's busy. So I had a follow-up consultation regarding the epidural, the injection I had 6 weeks ago. Now, for those who care, the injection helped. Kind of worn off now. It's kind of worn off. Wasn't guaranteed to last. So I had a little minor flare-up of the back injury last week. Anyway, so went for the consultation. We chatted options through. Looks like I'm just going to have another injection next week before Vegas. And then maybe, depending on that goes, it's probably going to look like surgery in January to replace 2 of the discs in my lower back. And then if there still needs to be another one, then it'll do another operation, which this one will go from the side to get a slightly higher disc. Anyway, so we were chatting, and you don't address him as doctor, you address him as Mr. And my partner was like, but I thought you were a doctor. He's like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he's
It's
so
higher
good.
than doctor.
He's higher than doctor. Yeah. But do you know why? Do you know why that is the case?
Why?
Well, apparently, and I'm probably going to get lots of this wrong. So, like, he did a science degree, medical degree, then he did like 15 years training as a surgeon, and he was doctor. But then, see my cat? Hello, Billy.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, you haven't got distracted.
He's gone. Then it's something to do with like the Royal College of Surgeons or something like that, Royal Society of Surgeons. Once you get to like a certain level, and you get that tick in the box, you lose the doctor. And apparently it's something to do with, this is what he said, again, I'm going to get loads of this wrong. Now, back in the old days, that like doctors were physicians.
Yeah.
And surgeons were like barbers. So you go to the barber and you get your hair cut and they cut your liver out. That's where you got that. So they were never really
there's no way that's right. You went what? Say that again. Say what you just said again.
Right, honestly, that's what he said.
You go to the barbers.
They cut your hair and they cut your liver out. Yeah. Yeah.
When you said I might get some of this wrong.
Yeah. But that's the bit I'm sure I've got right. And then,
great.
So I did a freshman year gig at the weekend. I was telling the boys about it because we were waiting around for fucking ages. And then one of the guys said, yeah, that's why, you have the red and white swirly things outside barbers. The white is cleanliness and the red is the blood.
Wow.
So again, fact check it all you want. Doesn't matter. I'll believe that as my truth.
Yeah.
So.
And that's surprising that one of the members of the band knows that weird fact.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Can you guess?
I'm going to say not Archie.
Well, I was a freshman year, so definitely not Archie.
Oh, I thought you said Decorate. Sorry. Oh, well, it's one of the two then, isn't it? I reckon. Well, it's the one that's not Neil.
Well, let me tell you, it was a Depp.
Oh, okay. I don't know who you have as Deps.
It was Baz.
Oh, yeah, of
course.
Baz.
Yeah, of course, Baz.
About Christ, how did I not? Yeah,
exactly. So anyway, he's off on holiday. My surgeon, he's off to India for a couple of weeks, so he can't do the injection. So we could like to get another one in before Vegas. And but he said, I'll just get a mate to do it. I was like, well, not just a mate, better be a
yeah.
What level is he at? You know what I mean? Is he a barber? Because I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I've got no hair to cut.
Yeah.
Go in now, shave your head, and just shove this needle in my lower back, please. Anyway, he said, I'm going to a wedding. I thought, could be the one I'm playing at. Probably not.
What, in India?
Like, he said, before I go, this is my last day of work. I got a wedding on Saturday, then I'm going to the football on Sunday. And I said, oh yeah, big game. And he said, yeah. I saw his phone, his wallpaper, Southampton Football Club logo.
Right.
And I'm trusting this man with my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Please. So
bloody hell.
Yeah, so hopefully I have another little injection. I think on Tuesday next week, and then off to Vegas I go very soon. Very soon, boy.
How exciting! Very soon.
Very soon. Yeah.
When?
27th. 27th, so
27.
week on Saturday.
Nice. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to change tact, change convo. I had a funny old night last night related to past podcast guests.
Quite a night in the library, not.
Yeah, exactly. So Gabby texts me in the morning, Gabby King, and she goes, "Hey, you still coming to the gig tonight?" I went, "I don't know what you're on about. You didn't invite me. But what is it?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm playing at Water Bear," which is Water Bear, for those that don't know, is sort of like the new musicians university. So there was BIM, and now BIM got too big for its boots, and then now there's like a new smaller one that's kind of like how BIM used to be. I think that's the general gist. But they have a venue.
It's can I also say it's the worst name for a
Yeah.
music college
Water Bear.
ever. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that the nickname for like was it like a tardigrade, like one of those tiny little insects, like cell organisms, and they sort of look like a
Maybe.
gummy bear. I saw
Yeah.
a Star Trek thing, and they had one, and it was really big.
I think their
Something
logo
like
is
that.
one of them, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, what are they doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Where'd
I
you
don't
study
know.
music? Water Bear. What?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't sound as good as where did you go?
The Royal College of Music.
Yeah, see that sounds
And
better than
once I graduated,
Water
then
Bear.
I stopped using the title of doctor.
Yeah. So anyway, so Gabby says, "Oh, I got this gig." So I went, "Cool." So I invited someone along, went to the gig, and got there, see Gabby. And then I was at the bar getting some drinks. And I turned around. I was like, "Oh, bloody hell, it's Pat." Pat was there. And then I see another person called Chris. This guy called Chris has a podcast called the Stage Left Podcast. There's a podcast, shout out for him. I've met him a few times. Met him at Gabby's birthday. Then I met him at his birthday.
Oh, that's he'd be there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
At his birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Met him. It's funny
It
I should
sounded
say
like
that though, because
surprising. I met him at his birthday. Yeah.
well, it was surprising because I didn't know it was his birthday. It was Gabby said, "Hey, do you want to come out tonight for some drinks?" I went, "Yeah, cool." And I turned up and there's like 15 people there, and everyone's saying happy birthday. And I was like, you didn't tell me I was coming to a birthday party. She's like, "Oh, did I not?" No.
You got to be
So anyway,
careful because she might be like, "Do you want to come out for some drinks?" And you're like, "Yeah, man." And you turn up some white.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I'm headlining Glastonbury. You
You're
didn't
in
tell
one
me
of
this
your
was Glastonbury headline.
finest
Oh yeah,
paisley
do you know?
shirts. Turn up
Yeah.
to bloody
Yeah,
funeral.
you do. Give me all the details, Gabby, before you invite me somewhere. So I saw Pat, and then I saw Chris, and then, but they just kept morphing out of nowhere. And then Woody from Bastille, he appeared. I was like, "Hello, Woody, how you doing?" You know, because I've seen him a few times since the podcast. I was like, "Look at this! They're all here. All the past podcast guests." You know, Gabby's gig was very good. It was funny though because I'm not old, but I'm older than 18. Do you know what I mean? And so she was playing with Charlotte Plank, and Charlotte goes, "So is it your guys, first day of uni today? How are you all feeling? First day of uni, who's excited for their career at uni?" And I stood with Woody and I was like, "I feel well old." And Woody was like, "Mate, I'm 40. How do you think I feel?"
All
and
in the 40s.
yeah, I kept joining in, kept just like being like, "Yeah," every time they were like, "Who's excited about first year?" And Pat and Woody were like, "What are you doing?" But anyway, yeah, so that was cool. I think that was all I was going to say about it. It was just nice. I was just like, look at this cool little drum community, and they've all been on the pod, apart from Chris because he's not a drummer. But
It's
anyway,
beautiful, man.
that was that. Yeah,
Can
it was,
I just tell you a little story?
please.
So I went to the Royal College of Music, as we know.
Yeah.
After I graduated, I worked for PlayStation, but my friend Tom went to study. I think he went to study a master's at Trinity, or he became student president for a while. I can't remember which order. Anyway, but he was at Trinity in some capacity. I think he was head of the student union. I'm pretty sure one day he banged 4 girls in one day. Anyway, that's a different story. But he messaged me and he was like, "Oh, we've organised this like freshers party at the Guildhall School of Music, and it's like Guildhall and Trinity have teamed up for this big freshers party." He was like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So I dragged my mate Colin from
Yeah.
PlayStation. So we went down to the Guildhall, went to this party, and then for some reason, like, because when I went to uni, when it's Freshers Week, the three key pieces of information: your name, where you're from, and what instrument do you play. That's what gets
Yeah.
asked of everyone, right? And then you instantly form judgments on those people based on those three answers for the entirety of your degree. So if you learn Nick's a percussionist, when he says he plays piano, you go, no, you don't, you're a percussionist.
Yeah.
Anyway, so me and Colin, just for a laugh, thought we'd just pretend to be other people.
Makes
So
sense.
I said I was studying a postgraduate degree at Trinity, studying percussion, and Colin said he was doing postgrad trombone, and obviously it was the start of the year, so no one could prove anything. And I gave him a bit of info about who the professors were and all that sort of stuff. And we just spent the whole night telling people we were postgrad students studying percussion and trombone, and I never saw anyone again.
Well, this is it. Yeah, exactly. They won't be
fun.
fussed.
Harmless.
It is harmless fun.
Yeah.
I
didn't
I'm
need
actually
to
playing
get the scholarship or the grant money, but I took it too
No.
far. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pocket that. See you later. Do a runner. Cheers.
I'm playing a freshers event on Thursday, the day this drops, in Cornwall with a Taylor Swift.
Always going to Cornwall.
It's fucking mental because I got Cornwall and then I got bloody Exeter on the Saturday, and I was going to stay, but someone's having a stag night, so stag do. But I anyway, yeah, I got to go Cornwall freshers event with the Taylor Swift tribute act, which should be fun, and I'm doing it so I can get in there, get in our good books, because they did a lot of festivals. The Lainey Wilson one did this year. So the plan is next year to try and get in two acts, double dip, boy, double dip. You know, sign of the twine.
Sign of the twine, boy.
So that'd be good.
One journey, two fees.
Yeah, exactly, exactly that. Okay, you know, if I could just stay on stage, if it's you know,
for everyone.
Just see who needs a drummer for a country tribute act, you know? I'll do all day. What do you want? Dolly Parton, you know?
I'll do all day, and you can all pay me a reduced rate, but in the end of the day, I'm winning because I get loads, but it all saves you money.
Yeah.
And then we can just travel this circus around the country.
8 acts, they all pay me 200 quid flat
from the headliners who never show up.
Yeah, but exactly that.
Okay, how many all right, question. So we do a few Taylor Swift songs in the old function bands. Shake It Off, Love Story. I think they're the only ones I've done. Have you what other how many big tunes are you doing? What's the
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the list, shall we, boy? I need to go and practice the set after we do this. Okay,
I know by title.
I knew less than I thought. Do you know what I mean? Let's just go through the whole set. Cruel Summer.
Heard of it. Couldn't sing it.
Cruel Summer. It's like that. I'm back in the back of the cab and I drive like a baby coming home to the bab. The Man.
What?
Have you heard The Man?
The Man? No.
No, nor have I. And that's song number 2. 22. You must have heard that one.
Heard of it.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. You Belong With Me.
Nah.
You Belong With Me. Style.
God, no.
Never Go Out of Style. That's probably my favorite. Blank Space.
No.
I'm gonna do them all now. Yeah. And I have to sing a little bit of each. I got a blank space, baby. Anti-hero.
No.
Looking for the anti-hero. Look What You Made Me Do.
No.
Just Look What You Made Me Do. Right. I Knew You Were Trouble. You must know that
Yes, I do
one.
know that one. Yeah, we used to do that in Decade, actually.
Okay. Now
we're getting
to the end of the set where it gets.
Yeah, I know it's.
We Are Never Getting Back Together.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know this one. You Need to Calm Down. Great title, isn't it? There's another one just called Karma.
No.
Better Than Revenge.
Now. They've calmed down.
Yeah.
This is Karma.
Yeah.
It's telling a story.
Yeah, it is. Better Than Revenge.
Nah.
No, me neither. And then Shake It Off. Here we go.
Yeah.
Love Story.
Yeah.
There you go. To end. But I thought I'd know more, to be honest. But apparently not. So that'd be fun.
Question: You're in your new house, new flat, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. How's it all gone?
Is that it? Oh, is that the
Oh,
question?
I'd like to know. I'd like to know a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
The way your laptop
Yeah.
is angled makes it look like the flat has severe subsidence.
I know.
Really,
Oh, sorry. Is that?
it's
That's
fine.
probably not.
Does
No,
it?
it might make you feel
just worried
weird.
for your safety and
No.
building
It's all good.
materials.
I can't. I'm trying to set it up. Yeah. No, it's great. It's when did I properly moved in on the Friday when James helped, and then I think Saturday I got like the last of the bits, and then do you know what? Sunday night, when was Sunday? 2 nights ago. I was like, cool, I'm in. I got my telly. This is my place. This is cool. This is great. And then I bought a pizza from Co-op, got it out. It was moldy. I was like, that's annoying. Let's get a takeaway. I was like, takeaway, move in.
What was wrong with the pizza?
It was moldy.
Oh,
It was mold on the pepperoni.
nah.
So I got a Thai takeaway, and just a bit of sit down, put on The Office, the US Office, started watching that again. And almost like it's background noise, because I am living on my own. It's like, if there's no sound, it's a bit like,
don't be left with your own thoughts.
it's just your own thoughts,
Dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. Kill, 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 And you're like,
And that can be
you put on The
directed
Office.
at other people and yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So put on The Office, drowns it out. But so I sat down to watch The Office. I get this email from, this isn't very important, but it happened, from Sky. So when I moved places, I had to phone up Sky, who I was with, on a 24-month contract, and I said, "Can I stay with you?" And tell you my new address. And they were like, "Yeah, cool." And they said it won't work in your new address, so we're going to cancel your subscription, and there'll be no charges. It should have been £394 early termination, but no charge, baby, no charge. Anyway, I got an email just so I sat down, and it was like, "Hey, the charge will come out in the next 10 days, or we'll get the debt collectors involved." I was like, "What?" Oh God! So I had to deal with that, but I phoned them up. I was like, "Hey, you said there'd be no charge," and they were like, "Sorry, boss, we'll get rid of that for you." And then another nice thing, yeah, they called me, but they didn't. I just made that up. But another nice thing, I got an email today. Yeah, exactly. I got an email. Here's some boring admin stuff to the house. I got an email from
fucking love
Southern.
admin, mate.
Yeah,
Fucking
you do.
love it.
From Southern Water, because I signed up for all my bills, before I moved in. So I did like energy, sorted the broadband, sorted the water.
Your big three.
And yeah, the big three. And the water bill was like £41 a month. And I was like, okay, so be it, And then I got an email today from the letting agent, and it was an email from Southern Water to the letting agent being like, "Hey, anyone that lives in the properties, tell them not to sign up for Southern Water because we do it. Like whoever owns the building, they just pay all the water bills."
Okay.
So I phoned up Southern Water and I was like, "Hey, what's this? I don't have to pay the." And they were like, "Yeah, it's all good." So, and they were like, "And we'll refund you that 41 quid you paid, on 1st September."
Beautiful bit of
So
admin.
that's nice. Saves you like 500 quid a year, But anyway, the house is great, and it's just quiet around here. I am in Hove now as opposed to Brighton. I'm on the 3rd floor. So even that makes it quieter. Do you know what I mean?
Are you going ground 1, 2, 3, or are you going 1, 2, 3?
It's a good question. I think I'm going 1, 2, 3. Trying to remember, or 2nd floor if you include ground. But which you probably should. But no, it's great. It's awesome. It's closer to everything as well. It's closer to my new job. It's closer to CrossFit. Closer to my studio. Yeah, it's cool. It's great. And it's mine.
Did you go to IKEA?
Yes.
How was it?
It's all right. I always get claustrophobic though, because there's always
in
a
IKEA?
moment. Yeah. Because there's always a moment where you go, how do you get out? When does this end? And it's so weird because I don't know
all the
how
places to get stuck. It's not a bad one because bedrooms, kitchens, bathrooms, restaurant.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think once you've gone, okay, I've got what I came to do. You can't just then leave the shop.
Yeah.
You have to be like, well, now I've got to carry on the maze. But I was like, how the hell have they fit all this in here? Because it used to be just a Debenhams. I don't remember the Debenhams being that big, but maybe it was. But it seems like an illusion. Any IKEA you go in, you're like, it didn't look this big from the outside.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
amazing.
So
Like, it's just a big cube in it, IKEA. But you walk
yeah,
around and you feel like you got no idea where you are in the cube.
yeah,
You know.
literally. So yeah, but I got some stuff on order from IKEA, and that should be come in on Monday, and then it's just like little bits after that. But basically, most of the stuff is in. All I've left at my house is my bed frame and bookcase, which I'm just going to smash and take to the tip. And I've got to get my bike and bike bits, and then I'm out of there, baby. But
Nice.
I'll say one last thing. It's funny whenever I drive from Hove to Brighton now, it always like it is noticeably different. Do you know what I mean? Like I drive from Hove and it's all nice and there's just posh people and Joe Wilkinson and shit. And then you get to Brighton and it's just like, oh, there's a lot more
Scum,
police
innit? Yeah.
and social workers around here, So yeah. Anyway, that's that. Moved out. It's all good.
Great.
Yeah.
Speaking of ordering things.
Great segue.
Yeah. So I've been sorting out the old studio, innit? And it's not been without its problems. Few little It's all gone very well, don't get me wrong, up until this point. There's always little things you gotta sort out. There's always little what's the phrase? Teething problems.
Yeah.
So I've moved everything in. So I spent most of last week just getting the house back to normal.
Yeah.
It's had shitloads of stuff. A recording studio and 3 drum kits just stashed in it, and amps and shit. So that was very good to get that all sorted, get the living room, dining room back to normal. I've rearranged the spare bedroom to how it will probably be more like in the future when we decorate. Sorted and cleared out the loft. So then I just had everything in the studio. So it's a bit of a mess. But it's like my new computer arrived the other day. So I got to kind of set all that technical side of things up. And I like doing it. Everyone loves getting a new Mac. And not talking about the raincoat. It's got the new computer. It's a Mac Studio. It's very powerful. I also had I got the Slate Raven touchscreens. So that's what I use in the studio. It's really cool. But I had 2 of they're called the MTI 2s, 2 of them. But then about a year ago, maybe longer, the company Slate Digital got in touch and were like, can we use a picture of your studio with the screens? And we'll send you something in return. So they used pictures of the blacksmiths with the screens on some emails and on their website and stuff, which was cool. And in return, they sent me a new version of one of the screens called MTI Max. And I was like, sweet. I mean, it's a new screen, 1,200 quid worth of screen. I mean, I've got the screens. It felt a bit weird sending the screens to the people who have the screens. Send me a microphone. Anyway, so I was like, well, I'll save that to the new studio. So I got my desk set up, got the computer on. Now the screens are not just screens, but they're touch screens, so they connect HDMI and USB. Well, obviously, one of the issues with getting one of the newest computers out there, the Mac Studio, is like USB-A ports are gone. Old Thunderbolt ports, gone. It's all USB-C or Thunderbolt 5, right? So I need 2 HDMIs, but it's only got 1 HDMI port. Oh, but the cable I had for the old screen, well, that's Thunderbolt 2, HDMI to Thunderbolt 2, but this doesn't have Thunderbolt 2 anymore. So I've had to go on a little bit of a mission of different cables, adapters, hubs, that sort of thing. Anyway, I got the screens all set up and no touchscreen, got all that working, got a few of my preferences set up, got Pro Tools installed, this is all good, this is all working. So I got to a point where I was like, right, I now want to start getting some audio playing. So I've got the Slate Digital VRS8, so that's two rack-mounted 8-channel preamps, right? So that's what converts the audio into digital, and it goes into your computer. Sweet, they're all in the rack. They've all just been in the rack, all plugged in, so I just need to get them plugged in. Okay, they're Thunderbolt 2, but so I got a new cable. No, I got an adapter, actually, to go Thunderbolt 2 into the new Thunderbolt 5. Sweet. Let's plug them in. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That was great. I'll be honest with you. You're my friend. I was drifting off in that story.
Of course,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
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 I was going, where the fuck is this going? You know? But great. So it didn't work.
Yeah, so they don't work, and they're sort of the most integral parts of a recording studio, really. The most expensive parts as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very nice.
doesn't work. They're not being recognised by the computer. Let's have a Google.
Yeah.
Well, they discontinued making them in 2001. They don't support the Apple silicon chips, only the old
Right.
Intel processors. They're not supporting them anymore, and they don't work with new Thunderbolt. So good.
There you go.
The
The
main
triple or the
bulk,
quadruple.
the main bulk of the fucking recording studio doesn't work. Okay, right. Let's think about that. And I've spent a lot of money this year.
Yeah.
Especially this summer, and I was like, fucking hell, I've got to spend more money. Okay, well, I do need to be able to record. That's the whole fucking point of this thing. So I was like, what are my options? So I had a look and spoke to Neil, and you can get like 16 channel audio converters. That's what we want, 16 channels that we need, really. Then you can get them in a single rack unit, but they're really expensive if they're like Apogee or UAD. But it was like, oh, right, okay. So I basically found these like Focusrite Scarlets 18i20. They're 8-channel preamps. They've got all the sort of things we need, all the outputs, MIDI, all that sort of stuff. They're kind of pretty much like for the old the Slate ones. So I was like, cool. Can you link two together to create 60 channels? Yes, you can. Looks a bit fiddly, but you can do that. I was like, perfect, right? And I want to kind of get on with it. So Gear for Music, 600 quid each. Cool. 1,200 quid to get new preamps. It's fine. Next day delivery. Sweet.
Nice.
I'll do pre 10:30 because I'll pay the £10. What's that different? You know, when you're spending 1,200, 10 quid's nothing.
Yeah.
I've got to take Billy to the vets for a second time because I didn't get him to the vets the first time because he was being a naughty boy. So anyway, they arrived this morning. Great. I'll take the Slate ones out. I'll get the new ones in. Right, get them in. Of course, you got to download an app on your computer, and then you got to run a software update. And it's like, update the thing. Make sure the USB light is green. Cool. It's flashing red. It's just flashing red. Cool. Okay. Powering it on and off. It just doesn't fucking light up. Doesn't do anything.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell. Let's try the second unit. Okay, that works. That one works.
Yeah.
I can now play audio out of the speakers through Spotify through our headphone amp. So I was like, okay. Right, okay. Try the other one. Try a different power lead. Try a different USB. No, it just fucking doesn't do anything. I was like, fuck's sake. So I have it here. Boxed back up, ready to be sent back.
Right.
So anyway, I was like, right, Gear for Music, do a return. Cool, no problem. It's easy to do. They'll just pick it up for free, right? So I was like, I'll just get another one. I want to get moving on this because I'm going to Vegas. I want it all working before I go. And I was like, do you know what? I think I'm going to go a slightly different route. So actually Focusrite do this thing called the Octo Pre, which is an 8-channel preamp, but it's like an extender. It's like an extension. Now, the little bit of me is like, I wanted two that look the same because that's how I live my life. But this is different. It's cheaper, and it basically I think it's easier to connect, and it's just like a simple 8-channel preamp, and then I should be able to link them. So getting that tomorrow, pre 10:30.
Sweet.
Fucking hell. It's just
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's just one of them ones where you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, of course. And even just like, I've got so many things like iLock's USB-A, so it's like, well, I need a fucking hub to get that working and all that. But I'm getting there, but it's frustratingly slow. It's like I'm at home all day because I'm just not working. But I'm trying to get this studio up and running, and I just get to like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I feel like I've done fuck all. Great, my computer now plays Spotify. Well done. My partner's been at work all day.
Yeah.
How's your day been? I've got Spotify to work, so thanks for going and earning the money. Cause,
yeah. Do you know what? It's funny. The amount of men I know that have wives or partners or girlfriends who have good jobs. Tim Love, his wife works for Harrods. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you know, I'm not saying she earns more than him, but I'd imagine she earns more than him. And just other people, you know, I won't name everyone's name, although it'd be quite funny to name names after I've been told off for doing that recently. Just call out all the people I know that do that.
Well,
But I always
I know a
find
lot of musicians who are married to teachers.
it.
That seems to be that's a good steady job, hard job, but a good steady
Mm,
job. Let us dick about in music, and you go and
exactly.
educate the country on why not to become a musician. You know,
Mm,
that sort of
exactly.
thing. But yeah,
Um.
other than that,
Well, yeah, that's a fucker. I remember when you told me once. I remember finding this funny. You said you were doing a recording session once, and it was like Pro Tools is updating now. It's 10 a.m. and you're with a band. Like shit, don't do it
oh,
now.
there's just so many. That's the thing. So many things. Like yeah, I've had it where just start a session, Pro Tools just doesn't open, or like
Yeah,
the iLock. That's when it decides to check for all your licenses.
yeah,
Or I remember one really early session out of my career. It was like first proper session recording a band, like in 2011 or something. And I really didn't know how to use Pro Tools. I taught myself in Logic, and just the screen disappeared. Like Logic just disappeared off the screen, but I could still hear it. It was still recording the bass, and I'm
yeah,
just like, fucking hell, I don't know what's going
yeah,
on. I've just pressed something
yeah.
by accident. So he's doing the take. Yeah, sounds good. Keep going. Googling broccoli. Googling how to get the window back. And you're like, oh, okay, it's
Amazing.
just a button. But I was like, fuck's sake. But always does that sort of thing. And it's kind of, oh, and then I found like issue. Yeah, I looked on, I was Googling about the new Focusrite preamps, like why one wasn't working. And then you look at it and you go on the Focusrite website and blah, blah, blah. Because I've got the, brand new Mac Studio and the operating system is OS, it's Sequoia. And you look and it's like on the Focusrite website, it's like, oh yeah, there's issues with OS Sequoia. And you're like,
Mm,
we're working to fix it. And you're like, oh great. Can I
mm.
revert my Mac to Sonama, the previous OS? No. Fucks. Like you buy something new and then
Yeah,
it just fucks you over in a
yeah,
studio. Like, so slowly getting there, but fucking hell.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
draining.
hopefully, like I've got audio playing, so hopefully I get this another 8 channels. I can get that wired in tomorrow, and go from there, and then start to test things. But yeah, but I've also been just like sorting out killing off the blacksmiths, like
Mm,
because I'm gonna get rid of the email addresses at the end of the month. So I've just been like boring shit, but I really like it. Migrating
yeah, yeah,
Google Drive documents, migrating contacts,
yeah.
rebranding. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but even now the Zoom logo for me on here is the little piggy because this is
Oh, is it? No, I can't
part of
see
the
that, but
studio.
that's cool.
Yeah, and just like I've got the email set up, and rebranding my booking forms and booking system and all that sort of stuff. And there's so many things that are like blacksmiths that's like
Mm,
don't need, or some music tech accounts for software and you just need, transfer them over, and just so at the end of the month I can just ditch the blacksmith. Like I deleted the Facebook,
yeah.
I deleted all Facebook, for me anyway,
Mm,
because it's bullshit. Like you had to have a personal account to have a business account. Fucking bullshit.
yeah.
Get rid of it all. Get
Yeah.
rid of it. So just kind of streamlining, reassimilating, you know. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, so
love all that.
that's what I'm. Yeah. That's what I'm doing really. But yeah, I
Nice.
couldn't. Billy was he had to go to the vets the other day to just be weighed so he could get his next flea treatment, right? And I was like, right, he's booked in at, I don't know, whatever it was, 9:30. So vet's only close by. I'll get him in, right? Get his carry case. Yeah, I'll get a little treat. Come on, Billy. Put a treat in. He just walks in the carry case. Oh, brilliant. Shut the door. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't have to leave for like 10 minutes. I can't leave him in there for 10 minutes. I'll let him out.
Yeah.
I could not get him back in for the love of anything. I was
Yeah.
like, and it got to the point, I was like, I had to phone the vets and be like, I just can't get him in this carry case. Oh, sorry. No, that's fine. You're not the first. So I
No.
had to bring him in today, but he sussed it out, man. He sussed it out. I got that
Yeah.
character. He's like, nah, you fucker. So I had to build like a gangway of pillows to like
Yeah.
the entrance of the thing. And get him in, and he went in, bless him, and he was a good boy at the vets. But that's what I like. Oh, I've had some more deliveries today because I had big Toman delivery. I got a new head spinal glide drum stool.
Nice.
For the studio, some mic stands, new microphone. So I'm just dealing with cardboard. That's my life, really.
Yeah, I hear you, boy. I hear you. I got to do a G-Rust trip on Saturday, I think, because I'm meeting Neil before the gig, and he lives 10 minutes from G-Rust. So I'm going to pop in. I want to get some O-rings for my toms.
Okay, yeah. I got some, yeah.
And a new what? Going? Well, you got
No,
some going?
I have them and I use them. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
don't tease me like that. What the
I
fuck?
just saying, I prefer them to Moon Gel.
Yeah,
tops.
so do I. Yeah.
Just saying.
I was watching. I don't know if Jordan Ferrugia still listens, but I was taking the piss out of him the other day because I saw a video of him playing a gig somewhere, and he had just so much stuff on his toms. You know what I mean? Just tape and all sorts. I was like, what's going on there? There's no head left to it, you know. And yeah, we like to take the piss out of each other because there's nothing vicious. But yeah,
Billy,
I
look,
can't remember what else I need. Yeah, very cute. It's okay. Anyway, I haven't really got anything else. How long have we been going?
42 minutes.
Oh my lord! Oh no!
What?
Recording stopped. Try recording again.
On what?
Fuck
Quick time.
No. Yeah. It's annoying.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. Sorry about that.
200 insufficient quality.
I was talking to James about this because James was singing your praises the other day. James Gillingham. He's talking about your new studio and stuff. And he was like, God, he is just the most organized man in the world, isn't he? And I was like, yeah, he is. You know, just sort of like, there you go. There's a studio I've just boshed out, you know, have that. And we were joking. I said, you know, if me and James did a studio together, some elements would be great because we're all optimism a lot of the time.
It would be fun, but it wouldn't work.
No, you need someone like, I imagine Tom L's a lot more, I don't know, to say that they've smashed it. I think if it was me and James, it would have, you know, it'd be great fun. But even just the way he was getting stuff in his van, there was no way the mattress was going to fit in the van. He's like, no, it will, you know, but we'd have that ethos for the studio. Like, no. What if we have 10 rooms, you know, or
well,
something?
When they took a lot of stuff from the blacksmith, some of for free, some they bought off me, and they did a few van trips, and they started loading stuff in, and I'm just like, that's not. If you want to try and fit it all in, this is not how to load it. And what do you do? I didn't want to like say anything, but you know, just suggest like, guys, well, what about if this one goes that way? Then you might be able to, oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. I can't even remember why I started talking about that. Something to do with you being organized.
Well, James was singing my praises, apparently.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but how did I start saying that?
Just because I'm brilliant, probably.
Well, yeah, probably. We'll listen back and I'll be like, oh, that was where it was started, but it's too late. I forgot. Yeah. Something to do with you starting a studio. Who knows? Don't know. Not sure. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, we'll listen back. It's nearly ready. Huh?
Yeah. I'll listen back and episode 201, I'll finish what I was saying. You know?
Perfect. Well, should we get out of here?
Let's do it.
Big thanks to everyone who's listening.
Yeah.
Whether you're old listener, new listener, 200 episodes. I'd say we couldn't do it without you, but we absolutely could because none of you are involved in the making, the organization, the recording, the editing, and the distribution of this show. But it's nice to know we're not doing it for nothing.
Well, I still don't think anyone's listening. So I think, we could have done it without everyone listening because they haven't helped at all. And also, I don't feel like we've got an audience. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it for them. Whoever's listening, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. You know, listen if you want or don't. I don't care.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm not.
We'll just still do it.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder who's dropped off. I wonder who has listened and, you know.
Neil, absolutely. He's not listening anymore.
Yeah. People apologize to me. They're like, "Oh, sorry, man. I've missed a few recently." I
don't care. I've not been to one of your gigs or watched your Instagram or anything. I don't even like your posts. Don't apologize about listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I don't even reply to your reels.
Reply to any reel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. You know,
Don't worry about it.
live your own life, go free. Yeah, be happy.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
always know deep down, let's quote John 6 again. In the account of feeding the 5,000, Philip answered Jesus, the Slate VRS8 preamps won't work with Apple Silicon chips or Thunderbolt 5.
Right, before you say goodbye, that was hilarious. Were you reading the first bit of that?
Yeah.
Or because the screen lit up and then it
Yeah,
was
'cause
almost like you turned it off when it got to the Slate bit.
Just quick
know.
command and tab, mate. Just flick between Zoom and Chrome, innit?
Yeah. Flick between Jesus and Slate.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good.
Right.
Yeah, once again,
well,
thanks for listening. Drum and Drummer podcast on the old Instagram, drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com. Thank you very much for 200. We'll see you for the next 200.
Unless one of us dies. Bye.
More likely to be me.
I didn't think you could make it worse, but you did.
Thank you for listening to Drum and Drummer. You can find us on Instagram at Drum and Drummer Podcast. And you can send us an email to drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com. Remember, just pick up the sticks and twat it.